Okay, what's going on, everybody? How you doing tonight? Uh, just coming at you here. I'm going to do a quick video. I don't know how quick it's going to be. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. I've wanted to make this video for a couple of days, and I've just been busy, to be honest. I've just been very busy, so I haven't had a chance to do it. But this video is all about my 6-star rank 3s. Actually, you can see them all right at the top there. And Magneto, which is sad because his prestige is trash, but but his gameplay isn't trash. I'll tell you that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make a quick video here. I'm gonna try to keep it maybe under 15 minutes if I can, maybe 20 minutes max. And yeah, we're just gonna talk about some of my picks for rank 3, and also I'm gonna discuss who I may potentially be taking in the future, because I'm a very patient player after many years of playing, and I understand it's never a great idea to rush a rank up, especially if you don't know the champ. I like to say if you don't have the champ mastered, um, at least in your mind mastered at least. Someone else might think something different, but whatever, it's your account, not theirs. Um, you know, and beyond that, really just a use for them. So let's go ahead and start from the top. We'll go ahead and start with Aegon. I might just go on a row. I guess that might be easy. So Aegon, my first, actually not my first. Actually, you know what? Let's do it in order. Let's do it in order. So my first rank 3 ever was Magneto. Ooh, 20%. Hopefully I can get this done with 20% battery life. Let's find out. But yeah, so my first rank 3 ever was Magneto. Very proud of that rank up, mainly because he just destroys so much content in the game if you really know how to play him. And to a certain degree if you don't, but some things you really need to know what you're doing with Magneto. Like, he was very effective in the Gauntlet. The first one, not the SOP, of course, but maybe he was in there, but I don't see it. But yeah, I mean, his just overall, just what he can do. I really don't have to discuss much about Magneto at this point. I'm sure you're all fully aware of how good he is. But at one point he was trash, and I was lucky enough to actually get both white Magneto and the red Magneto early on, before the buff, actually right before the buff. And I was like, man, if they're good, they might be going up. And I did take the white Max to rank 2. But yeah, he was my first. So one of the big reasons was obviously just his synergies alone are so good, so outrageous, and just some of the things he can do. It's really crazy. I mean, like I said, I don't want to talk much about Magneto because most people know about him at this point. And some people say he doesn't need rank 3. Well, some people have called me Overkill Taz, and I like to have the most beastly team possible. So, I've played this game for almost 5 years, and at this point, I say I deserve to have a good team. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, that's based on rank ups and whatnot, but yeah. So we want to get that awakening hopefully soon. It really doesn't matter though. Like, I mean, it's nice, but it's just one of those nice but not needed. So I won't go into much about Mags, but yeah, that was my first rank 3. My second was Corvus. And that's almost obvious reasons as well. I mean, if you guys, girls, been playing this game for, let's say, a year, I think you're fully aware of how good Corvus is. I really wanted to take CGR to rank 3 first, but I didn't pull CGR. And as I've stated before, at this point, I don't care anymore because, it comes to a point in this game where you're literally holding back your own progression because you're waiting for a certain champ. Whereas, I could have waited and still not got CGR and been in the same place. And I've been using Corvus for years. I know exactly how good he is, what he does. And I said he's going to help me in a lot of content. Right now, he's my 8Q Slayer. And he's been that for probably, oh man, I don't know, 2 years at this point. But just having a rank 3 is better than a 565. So, and I very luckily just duped him. If anyone saw my live opening for the Summer of Pain, what was it? The 100% on the Gauntlet. That's where I got that. So that's how he's got the dupe. So that's very fresh, very new. I really don't have to go anything with Corvus. I mean, if you don't know how good Corvus is, then you should probably just go watch some videos on him, because I mean, he is absolutely outrageous. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things you can cheese. He's probably the best option for the Shang-Chi round 2 side quest right now, just because of this right here, because of that glaive of immortality. And hey, it fits the channel very well. So that was a very fitting pull when I got him. That was very cool. So that's pretty much it with Corvus. I'm probably gonna have more to say on the other champs, because these guys are they're top of the league, you know, top of the class. So there's really not much I can say with Corvus. Either you know or you don't know, and it's just that simple. But he is an absolute madman. But I will say this. I will say this. I mean, obviously, as far as utilities, so I'm not just breezing over these guys. Cold Snap, Bleed, Shock, Frostbite. I mean, he's immune to a lot of stuff, and when he's got that glaive of immortality up, excuse me, he I mean, he can pretty much cheat death at will, which is really crazy. And I think he was the first champ in the game that can do that. I mean, you got actually no, Iceman. There's a couple others, but I mean, the way he can do it with those glaives, it's pretty nuts. So yeah, Corvus, second rank 3 ever. Number 3, let me see, who was it? Number 3 was Aegon. Number 3 was Aegon, I do believe. And it doesn't really matter if I'm not going in order. It's just the point of talking about him. So Aegon, a lot of people have probably seen some recent videos, recent streams of some very popular YouTubers playing Marvel Contest of Champions and using him in big name content. The thing about Aegon, and the thing you always want to remember about Aegon, is he is quite possibly the best champ in the game. It just depends on the situation, but for long content, there's really no one better than Aegon. I mean, Gilly, yeah, you can have an argument for Gilly. I would say Shang-Chi as well, if you really understand how to play him. I would say Shang-Chi as well. Possibly, I don't know who else for long content, but yeah, like those couple of champs right there, oh man, you can do a lot with them. But anyway, so Aegon, of course, he is pretty much immune to everything in the game as long as it's not passive, and once you can get your tenacity up, he pretty much shrugs off everything, which is insane in itself. And I mean, Aegon's been around for years, so he's one of those champs that it's not much I can say about him. I mean, if you know, it's just one of those things. But I like Aegon so much, and I actually use the 5-star that I do have at 565 at SIG 200. I liked him so much that when I duped him, because I pulled him early on, but I knew I needed that dupe. And I said, man, when I dupe Aegon, he's going up. I don't care what anyone says. And I still don't care what anyone says, because I know what he's done for my roster. And just for my progression in the game thus far. And there's way more to come. Way more to come, because I've still got to do 7.2 100%. 7.3 is coming. I'm sure he's going to be great in there. I still have some of Act 6 to get done 100%. So, and variants and whatnot. So, I mean, he's just like I said, he may be one of the best, if not the best champ in the game. It just depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. But, I mean, you can never go wrong with Aegon. I don't care what anyone says. You cannot go wrong with Aegon. I mean, I don't want to break it down and sit here and break all this down, but he pretty much has almost every ability in the game. So as long as you're a good player, I'll just say good. I'm not going to say master or great or anything, but as long as you can hold a combo, man, it's a lot of content that Aegon can actually cheese too. And that's another reason I brought him up, because if there's ever a situation where I'm stuck in a quest or something like that, which is rare now, but if there is a situation that comes up and I just need to brute force my way through it, Aegon is one of the absolute best for that. Because if you get that combo up, then, I mean, at that point, literally just hold heavy going into the fight, get hit, and do a whole lot of damage. So yeah, Aegon is really really crazy for a lot of different reasons. But yeah, so he was my first and actually only SIG 200 champ. Because I had him at 180 and I did both of the gauntlets. I did the Summer of Pain gauntlet and then I did the original gauntlet before that. Whatever that was called. I did that one too. And, you know, I sigged them up kind of within both of those challenges, you know. So yeah, so that is Aegon, and I'm very proud of him, and he's put in a lot of work so far. He's also quite possibly my favorite champ to farm with right now. I didn't think the increase from a 5-star to a rank 3 6-star would be so insane, but it really is. I mean, it's pretty nuts some of the things I've seen him do, and I'm still learning him as a rank 3 and just seeing the possibility. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go in order. So that was 2 champs right there. Actually, I'm sorry, that was 3. So let me see who was next on my list. Ihawk, actually, was it Ihawk? Yeah, Ihawk, Immortal Hawk fits the channel, and Hawk is my favorite Marvel hero of all time. Him and Wolverine, those are my 2 favorites. So I just thought it was fitting. Just with the name alone, and also the fact that he's an absolute monster. And, you know, I figured this out early on when he came out, and I know people were complaining that, you know, he was taking so much damage back. And I said, well, you know what, he's got this immortality thing. So I said to myself, if there's a way I can figure this out, and get a max regen every time I'm going down to 1% or whatever it is, or close to a max regen, this guy might be the most sustainable champ in the game, or at least one of them. And I have found that that is absolutely the case if you take time with Immortal Hawk and you learn how to play him. You know, I'm not going to say properly because there's many different ways to play him, and I'm still learning different things. But he is easily one of my favorite champs in the game right now to play, just because there's very few matchups that Immortal Hawk can't get through. I mean, I don't know how many, and when you include nodes and whatnot, obviously it gets a little bit different, but just one-on-one straight up, I mean, you know, it's to the point where I would say Immortal Hawk could probably do 90% of the fights in the game if you know what you're doing, and very, very effectively as well. So I got 10% on this. I think we're going to make it, though. I think we're going to make it. I should have charged my phone, so my apologies. But, yeah, so obviously that immortality is insane. I really need to get that awakening because that really, really makes him... It just takes him to a whole nother level. And I didn't even understand that because I enjoyed the champ so much unawakened that I just said, you know what, I'm taking him up. I don't care. I'm taking him up. I'm having fun with him, and he's destroying every single champion in front of my face like it's nothing. So, and I think a lot of people maybe, you know, we put a couple people on to Immortal Hawk throughout my 7.3 beta stream because everybody was like, man, Immortal Hawk was just slaying it. Like on every single fight he was slaying it. And it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. And his synergies are pretty decent too. Not the best, but they're pretty good. He's got some good stuff. He's got a really good one with Mortal Abomination. So, yeah, and he's definitely a champ. Actually, every champ that I've mentioned so far, I do believe I would take to rank 4. I do believe that. At least for me. You know, not everybody's going to have the same opinion. But, you know, other than that, obviously he's poison immune. That's the main thing. But his big thing is just it's the direct damage, man. That direct energy damage, it's so stupid. Like, if you know how to play him and you can really ramp him up, I mean, I've seen 65,000, I've seen 100,000, I've seen 200,000. I've seen really crazy stuff from Immortal Hawk. So, you know, I would definitely keep him on your radar and, you know, I don't know what the lists are saying, to be honest, because I really don't pay attention to the list as much as I used to as a rookie player. But, I mean, I can tell you, this guy, I don't understand how people say he's trash. I either think they don't have him, they're jealous, or they don't know how to play him. And it's just that simple. I mean, I'm just going to be 100% real with y'all. I mean, he's just too good. He's too good if you know how to play him. very similar to Magneto in a way, or the next guy we're gonna talk about, which is Doom. Doom. I mean, he's a mainstay for the channel, man. I mean, look at this. We got MF Doom over there. We got the Doom painting we won from Cataclysm and Miss Phoenix Fire right there. We got a little bit more MF Doom over there. So I'm a big Doom guy. He's actually my favorite villain, maybe of all time. I mean, he probably is, to be quite honest. I've always loved Doom. And I remember I actually came out of retirement to grind for the 4-star because I didn't have the roster to grind for the 5-star at the time when Doom came back. And, well, when he was entered into the contest. And I was like, yo, I think I came in, I would have to check, but I think I came in 30th in the world for the 4-star Doom. I have the pictures. But I was not playing with that grind because I was like, yo, if this guy is what I think he's going to be, then my God, we got something here. And I was saying top 5 or bust. And my God, give Kabam credit. And Kabam Broccoli, too. Shout out to Kabam Broccoli. Because, my God, they created an absolute monster here. And he is just... It's just insane what he can do. I mean, he's been around for a long time, too. And I'm sure people are aware of why Doom is so good. But his synergies are insane. I really want this Silver Surfer synergy. And a lot of people forget about it. But that is very powerful. And that's why I've always been saying I want to get Surfer. I want to get Surfer. Because I have everyone else. But, yeah, he's just a monster. Absolute monster. Staggers. Shocks. Maybe quite possibly best power control in the game. I mean, if he ain't the best, he's top 3 in my opinion. I mean, he crazy damage. He's not even awakened. I honestly, I have the 565 at 6200, but he doesn't need it, but it helps with like cosmic matches and all that crap. So, yeah, but Doom is just an absolute monster, and second best prestige in the game. So you can't go wrong with Doom. Unblockable special 2. I mean, unblockable special 1. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Nullify. He's got it all, man. He's got it all. Not the best with damage back on, but, that's why I wanted Claire. And if I would have got Claire, it would have been very interesting to see who I would take it up first. But I probably would have still done Doom because I love Doom. But, so we're on to the last one here with probably about 6% battery life. So I think we can make it here. And we're not going to say we're saving the best for last, but we're saving my favorite for last. My favorite champ in the game currently is Hulkbuster. This guy is an absolute animal, and I'm going to be honest, it's a shame that he doesn't get more credit. I understand that he doesn't have the most utility in the game. I understand that, he might be limited to some matches, but in the matches that he can work, I mean, there's very few options better than Hulkbuster. If you know how to play him, and I'm going to go a step beyond that, if you have him mastered. If you have him mastered, I'm going to tell you, there's very few champs in this game that I feel absolutely, like, indestructible, unstoppable, all that, but, like, in real time. You know what I mean? Not just some node coming up. Like, I feel like it's a wrap for anybody that I go up against Hulkbuster with, because his damage is just through the roof. His synergies are fantastic. I love this Yellow Jacket synergy. It's really good for Yellow Jacket. Another one that's really, well, honestly, all of his synergies are very, very interesting. He's got some good ones too with Sorcerer Supreme and a couple of other ones too. But another thing that really makes Hulkbuster stand out is this signature awakening ability. It is so outrageous how much health he can actually regen on every single fight. It's stupid. I mean, you might not need it, but it is a lot of damage. And when you're regenning, you're actually doing, and this is a Sig 180 rank 3. You can see Giant Buster, while he's regenning or in self-repair mode, he actually gets almost, what is that? We'll call it a 3,400 attack boost. So on top of what he's already doing, he gets that. I mean, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And he actually, another thing that's cool, incoming bleed and poison debuff suffered minus 25% potency. So that means something too, especially if you're running damage back. And you can see some of the things there too: the energy resistance, the crit damage. I mean, just really crazy stuff that this guy can do, man. And you know, if you're a fan of my channel or whatever the case is, I'm sure you've seen me play him and destroy a lot of stuff with Hulkbuster and have a ton of fun doing it. So yeah, he's just an absolute tank, man, an absolute tank. 42,000 on the health, and then when you regen at 6/180, I normally heal from 15% to almost 70%. So it's pretty nuts, man. It is really crazy. And another thing about Hulkbuster that makes him so cool is both his Special 1 and Special 2 are unblockable. And not only are they unblockable, you can break through blocks. So if you really have a very good understanding of this game, then you understand how OP that really can be. I don't know how else to say it. And let me tell you something, it's extremely OP. I mean, I've done Special 1s and seen 55,000 damage on a Special 1. And then they're stunned for, I don't even know, 3-4 seconds, and you're just heavying them into oblivion. It's just amazing, man. He's a lot of fun, and it's kind of cool because I hated Hulkbuster for the longest time. Because I pulled him so many times as a 5-star as I was trying to build my 5-star roster. And it really pissed me off because, I mean, he was just trash at the time. Now, anybody that's been playing the game long enough will tell you. I actually almost quit the game a couple times because I kept pulling him, and I couldn't get good champs. And I was just like, man. So for me, the Hulkbuster buff was even more sweet because I already had, before I got the 6-star, I had a natural sig of 140, not a joke, on Hulkbuster. So out the gate, I was already sigged up because of bad luck at the time, but it ended up turning into great luck, and he ended up becoming my favorite champ in the game. Currently, I also really love Spider-Ham. I really like Hercules. I really like CGR. There's more. Hitmonkey, there's more. But this guy is an absolute monster. So I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. I may do something similar soon. Let me go back because I don't have a lot of battery power here. That was my fault. I really should have planned this out better. But I'll tell you about future rank ups. Venom is definitely going to rank 3. Overseer is going to rank 2. Luke Cage, when I get him duped, I'm going to take him to rank 2. Killmonger is going to rank 3 when I get him duped. Spider-Gwen, maybe rank 2. Hawk, if they buff him in the future, possibly rank 3. We'll see. Hood, definitely rank 2. Maybe rank 3. I just got him. And I really like that buff. He's very powerful. I've been wanting to take Kingpin up forever, and I just have not had time to do it. Or there's been a champ that come along that's just going to help me more in the game. So, yeah. But Kingpin, I will take the rank 3. Diablo, rank 3 someday. Rank 2 very soon. I love Carnage. I kind of want that dupe, but I will probably take him to at least rank 2. Same thing with Miles. Very interesting with that new buff and what he can do. Morningstar's going up. Hela and Angela. Angela's a rank 2. I need that dupe, though, on Angela. But as soon as I get Odin, I'll be honest, they're both going up. Psycho Man is trash. Sorry to say that, Kabel, but yeah. I really like Old Man Logan and Emma Frost, so I'm actually going to take both of those to rank 2. War Machine is going to rank 2. Warlock's eventually going to go to rank 3. As you can see, I just got my third one of the T5. So yeah, Mr. Negative, rank 2, possibly rank 3. Same thing with Terrax. Vision, same. I would go rank 2. I don't know about rank 3. Captain Marvel, rank 2. Rank 3, maybe with the dupe, maybe. Omega Red, rank 3. Definitely. I actually have fed him most of the SIGs from the Gauntlet and whatever I have. So I have him at 121, so he's going up. But I really want to get Colossus and rank them at the same time because they're like one of my dynamic duels. But we're coming up on 25 minutes here, so I'm just going to leave it with this. I've really been debating Cable rank 3. I might do it. Thing, as soon as I get the dupe, rank 3. Sim, possibly rank 3. Abomination, definitely. I kind of want to learn the champ more and then go from there. When I dupe Falcon, rank 3 as well. So that's pretty much it. And obviously, Sorcerer, she's going up. She's definitely going up rank 3. I might leave Gilly at rank 2 for now. And we'll just see how I feel with her in certain content. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you everybody for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming by. That is my top of my roster, and that is why I took up my champs. And those are my rank 3s. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back Monday with a little bit of arena streaming. Just getting some units for these Hyperion crystals, and I want to do what I did for Shang-Chi, but I need to get the 6-star. The 5-star is not going to help me. I've got the 5-star. I need the 6-star. So, hey, wish me luck. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for coming by. That's pretty much it. Thanks for coming, everybody. Take care.